It's showtime at Homestead, Miami.
Andre Baranowskis at the line, steals it in the Indy 250.
Gordon to back in trouble, let it go. Gordon to the wall, jumps right around.
Side by side on the final lap, coming to the checkered flag.
Steve Morgan, the last half, and the victory in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It is the prelude to the Indianapolis 250. This is the Freedom 50 special event from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 20 laps of action here for the CSX Indy Light Series. It's the only race for the CSX Indy Light Series, just like it was last year, but it is definitely going to be a great one here during Indy 250 week. And like I mentioned, the prelude to the big race tomorrow. And I won't be doing the call for this race either. We're going to have Marty Zakela call the race with Justin Adele, and here's Gillard and Alonso. Great to have you guys call this race with us. And here, Jill, you're an owner over in the Haas IndyCar Series, but you've driven in this series before. You've driven in other places before. What's it like to drive one of these open-wheel cars here at Indianapolis?
Well, in this place, actually passing is a big factor here, but you're driving a fast car, so you have to be quick. You have to, you want to win this race like that, so you have to drive all you can safely, avoid wrecks. You know, like what happened in my second ever Indy 250 when I finished fifth, but I finished a lap down. But it's a factor. Don't get involved in a wreck, and you'll finish on a.
And of course, wrecks are definitely a huge factor in these open wheel races. This race did go caution-free last year, but prior Freedom 50s have had big wrecks before. Of course, the Indianapolis 250 has had big wrecks before. And Justin, you're in tomorrow's Indianapolis 250. Is there anything you're going to take out of this race here today that you're going to apply to tomorrow's big race?
I don't know, really. I mean, I'm just really looking forward to watch this race because these drivers, the only thing they're bound for is the win. They have nothing else to lose. I'm really looking forward to some really good, hard racing here, and I may take this and try to do some of that in the Indy 250, but of course, the Indy 250 is way longer than this race, so I'll have to play some strategy in that, but I'm really looking forward to this race.
Definitely going to be a good one here today on this Saturday afternoon. This is normally when the Indianapolis 250 would be running. Of course, unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the real-life Indianapolis 500 got postponed, so we decided to move our Indianapolis 500, which is the Indianapolis 250, to Sunday, and we hope you guys stick around and enjoy that tomorrow. But right now, the focus is on these 20 drivers. 3 of them are in tomorrow's Indianapolis 250, including our pole sitter, Brandon Nelson, who was fastest in qualifying yesterday in the number 15. He'll be starting alongside Fisher G on the front row. And Marty, last year we saw this race not have too much passing. Do you think it's going to be like that again this year, or do you think we're going to see a lot of passes for the race lead?
If you're a guy like Brandon Nelson in qualifying, I was with you in the booth yesterday for that. What he was anticipating was the cycle strategy. I think what he's going to try and do is go low on the start, then probably commit to the high side. It could possibly open the door for Usmaid Hamid. We'll just have to see what happens in these next 20 laps. It's going to be a fun one. Usually the Freedom 50, or the Real Life Freedom 100, I should say, is always the best show of the weekend, in my opinion, because of all the close finishes. But however, though, this is going to be a good one. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, and we thank you so much for joining us here on this Saturday afternoon. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend so far. And we're ready to get this one started here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's a special event. There aren't any points on the line. So we'll jump right into the starting lineup. Brandon Nelson, like I mentioned, on the pole position in the number 15. Alongside him, it's the number 25 of Fisher G. In row number 2, the number 67 of Usmaid Hamid in his first career Napa Fan start. As a matter of fact, Brandon Nelson is making his first career start, even though he's going to be in tomorrow's race. Definitely excited to see what he does from the pole. Number 13 machine, that is Angel Olvera, starting in that position. Number 4, Then we have the number 19 of Ryan Durrani starting to the inside of Ashlyn Boyd. Row number 4 is number 22 of Alex Lozano in his first career Napa fan start. And returning champion, Elijah Gordon, a two-time Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, making his return to Napa fan here in the Freedom 50. Definitely excited to see what he can do in today's event. Number 21, Keegan Thompson to the inside of Richard Kingart. Kingart was in the Haas IndyCar Series last year. This year, this is only open wheel race of the year. Number 7, Nathan Baird, also a Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, to the inside of Landon Smith Jr. Then Justin Lightning in the number 6 machine starts alongside Logan Williams. Logan Williams' brother, Andrew Williams, will be starting alongside Zachary DeLello. Then it's Zach Winkle and Christian Russell, Scott Upton, and Brad Stover round out the 20 starting positions here from the Freedom 50. Marty, have some fun. Take it away here from the prelude to the Indianapolis 250.
Well, Napa, I thank you, and once again, hello everyone, and welcome to the Brickyard, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's going to be a good one. They are in one of the chutes here at the 2.5 mile oval with 4 straightaways. 20 laps today. It is going to be a good one. 50 miles, all capping off Indy 250 weekend. And it's the first race of at least 400 some miles that Napa has to record this weekend. But it's going to be a good one today. They hit the front straightaway. The pace car makes the left-hand turn to pit road. And it will be Brandon Nelson and Fisher G, your front row. And it's time to light them up in Indianapolis. Here we go for the Freedom 50. The green flag is in the air. We are racing. Coming into the first turn, it's a good start from Brandon Nelson. Man, Fisher G just tucks right in line and cuts up in front of the driver in third position. Now they're going to go side by side as they go into the south chute. And out of turn number 2, it's still Nelson with the lead. They hit the back straightaway for the first time. Top 5, top 6 all remain single file. Looks like they're going to be patient for right now. Who's going to make the first move? It's going to be that green and white trim car going into turn number 3. Napa, you're going to have to confirm to me who that is.
78 machine there of Ashlyn Boyd with the first move on the 19 of Ryan Durrani.
Boyd takes the 5th position away, but Brandon Nelson will lead lap 1 of the Freedom 50. And we got a good battle for second happening, Justin Zido.
Yes, we are. Blue and white car trying to take the lead. It's kind of hard to identify who these guys are. Now we're going to have a pass for the lead. Looks like the lead that Fisher G that's going to take the lead away from Brandon Nelson.
G looks to the inside of Nelson. Looks like some other drivers are going to go with them down the back straightaway. 2 by 2 by 2 in the first 3 rows as they enter turn number 3. But is the low line or the middle line going to work here as they come into the next chute? It's going to be the low line as G goes to the point at Indy.
And G clears him, and he's going to lead lap 2. He's trying to pull away from the pack now as they go to the start-finish line and go into the turn 1.
You just mentioned it here, Joe. He just pulled away. Look at the gap. He's got about 5 to 7 car lengths, though. The thing is, you don't want to be too far ahead here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, because Justin, if I'm correct here, you've raced in these Indy cars before. You're the defending Haas IndyCar Series champion. The draft is what you want here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys kind of run side by side. It's what caused Fisher G to pull away. But now, as they're starting to come single file, they're starting to get drafted. It looks like we're going to have a pass for lead coming to the front straightaway.
Keegan Thompson trying to look to the inside. I believe that's Keegan Thompson. Can I get a confirmation there?
It is, in fact, Thompson to the inside of Fisher G for the race lead.
He's got no help, though, but he's going to get the low line entering turn number 1. Another driver's going to go with him and move the 21 to the point here at the Brickyard. 3 laps in the books. They are on lap number 4 off of turn 2 here, Joe.
Now, side by side for second. Can you confirm who's that again?
There's Richard Kingart there, looking to the inside of Fisher G for the 2nd position.
Kinghart looking for second, but G trying to propel up the high line. Usually at this version of Indianapolis, I think the high line works pretty well off of turn number 4. However, though, Thompson continuing to pull away once again. These drivers are just getting too far ahead. I think it's because of the fact, you know, that's lower down, the low downforce here in these Indy lights can help them pull away. But the draft is just a little bit risky. There's a nice cut down low for a moment, but not too much of a cut down low. Mid-pack, all these drivers doing a good job so far. Challenge for second spot, the red. I think that's an Advanced Auto Parts car, I think. I'm not
Number
too
47,
sure.
that is Logan Williams, now looking to the inside of King Art for the second position.
Williams up to third position. Now can he try and get second spot away? Yeah, not just yet. He'll suck off the draft, get a nice toe here down the front straightaway. 5 laps now go on the board. Keegan Thompson continues to lead, Justin.
Yeah, he's doing a great job up front. These guys kind of run side by side, but now they're starting to get single file. See if Logan Williams, if they stay single file, see if he can get a draft and try to pass Thompson.
One of the keys I mentioned yesterday during Freedom 50. Yeah, go ahead here, Joe.
He's part of my driver development program, and looks like he's trying to win this race. He is also the owner of Chip Ganassi Racing that make cars see what they can do tomorrow's race.
One of my keys to the race yesterday, I mentioned this in Freedom 50 qualifying. You know, it's not like the Indy 250 where it's pretty much a test of endurance. You gotta be patient, then when you get to 20 laps to go, it's usually a sprint race. This is 20 laps alone in the Freedom 50. This is no time to be patient. If you want to win this race, all these 20 drivers do have a chance. And look at this though. They're all in a single file freight train and the green and black trim car looking to the inside for the 4th position. Napper, I need a number there, please.
That's 84 of Andrew Williams, the brother of Logan Williams there in the 5th position. Unable to get the run though on Alex Lozano in the 22.
We got a challenge for the race lead, though. Thompson has a challenger. He's stuck on the top side, but the guy down low has no draft. Logan Williams trying to get the run to stick. Thompson shuts the door. He remains in the lead, but he runs that middle line. Could give the advantage to the 47, and here comes in 3rd position, Andrew Williams. He's got that sticking for right now. I believe that's Andrew Williams.
That's Alex Lozano up to the 3rd in the
Thank
22.
You.
Andrew Williams stuck on the outside, or should I say, that's Landon Smith Jr. on the outside, and Andrew Williams going underneath of him for 4th.
Only a 3-wide move there by Lozano. He looks inside on Logan Williams for 2nd spot here, Justin, off of turn 4.
Yeah, and he's going to try to make a run on him. He might be able to pass him. We'll see what happens. Looks like Logan Williams starting to get a nice draft from the outside and see if he can clear him. Doesn't look like it.
He's got that toe off of Keegan Thompson, but he can't get a run to the inside. Lozano's got that sticking. He's looking for a 2nd spot. He's been a key player in these Crown Jewel races. In the New Era Cup Series race, the Daytona 500 earlier this year, was in the battle for the win on the last lap, but unfortunately could not get the help he needed and finished just short. Good battles happening all around the track here, though, here, Joe.
Oh, they've been side by side, and look at that black car. He cleared, and he's cleared for 2nd, but the 21 of Keegan Thompson is pulling away, but 3rd place is still Logan Williams. He cleared, but let's see if the guy on the board
Yeah, that's Elijah Gordon there in the 4th position.
Yeah, he shut the door on Gordon there for a moment. It got a little bit close. Top 4 remains single file. I should say top 5 rather single file. Maybe top 6. Yes, it is top 6. Here's a challenge for 2nd. Williams looks to the at Logan Williams to be exact. Inside on Alex Lozano for the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, Gordon gets tied up in turn number 3. Williams goes to 2nd spot off of turn 4. They could be going 3 wide across the line. No, they're not going to be risky. When they cross the line, we will be halfway home at Indy, Justin.
And Thompson's really doing a great job. He's been able to stay out front of all these guys. He has a good gap right now. We'll see if they can get single file and try to catch up to him. Logan Williams trying to. It's just been kind of hard for them to get a draft on him, trying to make a move on him.
That 22 machine, not the 22, I believe that's the 78, Ashlyn Boyd, up into the runner-up position into turn number 3. I think they're all trying to set something up. I think it's like a cycle race right now, pretty much, in the battle for 2nd. If you're Keegan Thompson, you're loving it right now, because they're not even focused on drafting off of him at the moment. He's still got a lead about maybe 3 to 5 car lengths. First side-by-side battle for 5th here, Joe Arvin Alonso.
Turning to turn number 1, but here's the 84, I think. 84 of Andrew Williams. You know, I think that's the ride where Martin, just call him Martin K, the 2-time Indy Light Series champion. For before, but Looks like he's coming from 6th position right now.
I will confirm Hairtail is correct about Martin Kielemaster Quickison driving this car. It's probably one of the best cars that's ever raced in this series. Of course, like I mentioned, this is the only race the series has anymore with Andrew Williams in maybe the most famous car of the CSX Indy Light Series.
Okay, one of the best drivers in this series, but Ashlyn Boyd is trying to look for second spot on. Is that the 13 for second
Yes,
of
it
Angel
is.
O'Vera it is? Yeah, he's stuck up top, not where you want to be. The low line has the groove here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Lozano makes the move up to 3rd, and I believe Andrew Williams is looking for 4th going into turn 3 as they enter the North Chute.
Yeah, and I believe Ashlyn Boyd, if they keep going single file, he might have a shot to catch Keegan Thompson. We'll see what happens. But right now, they're starting to get single file. They might be able to get a run on him and make a move on him.
Boyd's trying to work the toe there off of Keegan Thompson. He's led the most laps so far today. Lozano says, I don't want to work with you. I want to try and win the Freedom 50. He's got the push from Andrew Williams. He could try to look to the inside there, but Thompson shuts the door off him too.
Out. They go to the straightaway. They're trying to reach into Keegan Thompson. Looks like here comes Andrew Williams in the 84, trying to pass for 2nd from Nathan. Wait, not Nathan.
That's on Lozano for the runner-up spot. He's got the low line working here. Boyd falls back to 4th position, though. He could try and make a challenge for 3rd here on Lozano, trying to get that to work. But meanwhile, Thompson continues to lead as they go across the yard of Brooks. 8th Lover the side-by-side for 2nd in his rearview mirror, Justin.
Yeah, he is. And once again, like I said before, they keep doing this cycle. It's only going to cause Thompson to pull away even more. They need to get single file so they can make a run and try to pass him for the win, because just doing this ain't going to help it.
Here, Joe, I want to ask you, if they keep in this same pack the way they are, and you come to the white flag, caution free, where do you want to be if you want to win this race?
Well, for now, I can confirm that because the cars we're using right now were much slower than the Indy car. So, well, everything is possible though.
So I want to get confirmation. Sorry, you were saying here, John?
Yeah, actually, I'm in here.
Down the back straightaway as we go. I need a lap check though. Napa, how many laps we got to go?
5 laps to go here in the Freedom 50. Thompson continues to lead.
Boyd's got a nice draft though off of Thompson. I don't know if it's going to work just yet, but Logan Williams enters the picture as well. He's got 3 cars, put him under a blanket, battling for the lead. The Freedom 50 will turn into the Freedom 10 when they cross the line, Justin.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what Ashlyn Boyd can do here. He's got a nice run. He's right on the bumper. I want to see if he can try to make a move in these final laps and try to go for a lead. He had a run right there, but we'll see if he can do it and maybe in turns 3 and 4.
Boyd, I think he's got a chance. He'll do the slingshot off of turn 2. He is right on the rear wing of Keegan Thompson, but he needs the help from Logan Williams. It's not working. 4th spot, Angel O'Vera. 5th spot is Andrew Williams. They've been quiet so far all day. I think they're going to try and beat it in the final lap as well. Boyd into turn number 3, enters the North Chute, nothing working. Thompson still in the lead.
Well, Ashlyn Boyd is still trying to get close to Keegan Thompson. And Logan Williams, where did it come from actually? But yeah, looks like it takes a away from Ashlyn Boyd. Looks like he's going to clear him. Yes, he did. But Keegan Thompson is pulling away from the pack.
Almost made contact there with Ashlyn Boyd into turn number 1. Takes the runner-up spot off of the side draft. Nathan Stapleton, I know you're watching. I know you'd be proud of that guy in 2nd because he's got that Advanced Auto Parts sponsorship right now. Challenge for 4th position. O'Vera stuck on top for Andrew Williams. Now imagine if we get a Williams versus Williams, brother versus brother battle to the end, but I'm not sure. When they come to the line, popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 laps to settle. Keegan Thompson pulling away from the side-by-side battle for 2nd. Boy looks to the inside into turn 1.
And these guys really need to get informed to catch up to Keegan Thompson. They keep doing this cycle. Keegan Thompson pretty much going to have this race in the bag, so they don't have a lot of time left. They need to get in single file form so they can try to make a run on Keegan Thompson and try to go for the win.
Side-by-side battles, though, not working here, Joe. Here we go. Could be 3 wide for 2nd. This time by out of turn number 4, Keegan Thompson. He will see the white flag and have 2.5 miles to go in the Brickyard. He's had the dominant car all day. He's got about a 5-car length lead over Andrew Williams into turn number 1, but he's got a challenger. Who's that in third, Napa?
Landon Smith Jr. going for second on Andrew Williams on the final lap.
We have not mentioned his name all day today. Landon Smith Jr. looking for a runner-up spot in the Freedom 50, but you don't want to be going for second. You want to go for a win. Landon Smith Jr. pulls back in line, still runs in third. Now let's see if Andrew Williams can get the draft off of Thompson. Into the North Chute for the final time, and now they come off the final turn into the home stretch. Keegan Thompson, he's led the most laps all day so far, comes to the Auto Bricks, and he will win the Freedom 50 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And it was an absolute dominant performance by him. Once he got out front, there was just no stopping him. They could not get around him. A very, very well-earned win today for Keegan Thompson.
What a race we had here in the Freedom 50. Thompson dominates it. Second goes to Andrew Williams. Landon Smith Jr. rounds out the podium, finishing in third. Napa, what a race this was. We had a combination of both a cycle and a patient race as well.
Yeah, and Keegan Thompson putting on a clinic here in the Freedom 50. A little bit different from what we saw last year, I think. Because at the end, they were able to pass the race leader. Not today. Keegan Thompson had the best car. No doubt about it. He started in the 9th position, but once he took the race lead, it was done. And Keegan Thompson with his first career Napa fan win in the Freedom 50 special event. A great run for all these drivers here today. Andrew Williams finishing second. Landon Smith Jr. and Elijah Gordon, his return to Napa fan competition, finishing inside the top 5, with Logan Williams rounding out the top 5 here in the Freedom 50. But what a race here, and we're just getting the start of the big races tomorrow, noon Eastern time, and of course Marty and Justin are both in that race. Hair Joe, unfortunately, got one car in the race, but all you guys are going to have an involvement. And with what we saw here today, do you think we're going to see a lot of what we saw today in tomorrow's race, or do you think it's going to be a completely different story and a much wilder race?
I'd say completely different story. Like the most of the Indy 250s in the past, it's been constant, just passing, swapping back and forth for the lead. Very intense race, and I feel like we're going to see that tomorrow, as like we have in the past years that this event has been run.
Early in the race, you will probably see the similar racing you saw here, but once we get to 20 laps to go, once we put lap 80 on the boards, you will see a lot of cycling 2x2, people wanting to go for that win and go for a taste of milk.
Oh, and it's a 100-lap race, so everything is possible. Side by side, even crash fest may happen. Just like even battle for the lead may end up into crash, like what happened between me and Delio before.
Yeah, it could be a wild race tomorrow. It could be a calm race as well. You just never know what to expect when it comes to the Indianapolis 250. I mean, in 2016, we only had 2 cautions, but we had 6 cautions in this race in 2018. So it could be anything, and we definitely recommend you check in tomorrow at noon Eastern Time right here on Napa Fan. Going to be a big, big race. Longest race of the season on Napa Fan. It's going to be fun. 33 drivers looking to crown their name in the history books as an Indianapolis 250 champion. But Keegan Thompson just wrote his name into the history books here today as a Freedom 50 winner with his first career Napa Fan win in a dominating performance. And he gets the trophy here at Indianapolis, an Indianapolis race victory for the young driver. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to Marty, Justin, and Herschel for calling this race. Now, once again, like I said, tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, right here on Napa Fan. I've said it in every single video this entire week, because it's all been leading up to this. The Indianapolis 250, 100 laps at the Brickyard. We're expecting about a 2 pit stop race, a 40-lap fuel run. So we're not expecting to have the same issue like we had last year, but like I said, Indianapolis owes you nothing, and you never know what to expect when it comes to a race of that length and of the speeds we're going to see tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Keegan Thompson once again, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the Indianapolis 250, the Haas IndyCar Series race opener for 2020. On behalf of Marty Zakela, Justin Zidell, and here Joe Larvin Alonso, I will see you guys later.